JC, your personal customer service agent.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Hey, it's Friday.
TGIF.
How's everybody doing today? We made it.
We did. I didn't know if it was going to happen. I came in here and I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get everything set up. And I'm looking at the camera and I look like an X-ray. I'm like, what the hell? Something was wrong. I don't know.
You always do something.
Yeah, I rebooted the computer twice, and by the third time, it fixed itself. I have not a clue. I've never seen that before. I was basically like, I look like an X-ray. Damn, what the hell? Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Peter, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Peter has a moderator. He has a call out for you.
Does he?
Because he said make the notifications sooner to us.
What notification? Oh, okay. Got you. You're 100% right. I was thinking about doing the notifications like a day in advance. We talked about that.
Yeah,
right?
so
or 2 days in advance.
I send out the notification, but it's through Instagram
right.
Because I don't have access, obviously, to YouTube because Joe is always doing stuff, so I can't. And it's different too. It's not as easy as Instagram. So
yeah.
That's why I always tell you guys to go on Instagram. I don't post all the time, but like for stuff like that, I will.
I agree. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so it's like a day in advance, maybe even 2 days in advance, just so that you guys have it there and it shows up. Maybe more people will see it. It's probably a good idea to have it in there, even though we're doing it every Friday, unless there's something crazy that happens. And then
next Friday we're not going to be here.
Yeah, that's right. Next Friday we will not be here. That's correct. So, but for the most part, I would say 95% of the time we're going to be here. So Friday, 8:30. Kind of put it on your schedule. But yeah, I agree, Peter. Thank you so much for that.
So I hope everybody had a really good week this week. It's President's Day weekend. Some people are off on Monday. Mm-hmm. I am off on Monday. I am thrilled.
That's crazy.
So hopefully some of you guys have a 3-day weekend.
You're never off.
I'm never off. And yeah, so I'm going to give some shout outs.
Yeah, you do the shout outs and any kind of questions you guys have. Once again, like Peter says, put that Q before the question, put the @JCristina, all that happy stuff. Ask any kind of questions that you want. We're going to be here for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do an hour and a half, because every time we say it, we go on to 2 and 2 hour and a half. That's it.
All right. Hi, John. Fragile 1976.
How's it going?
Mo, Shady's back. Yes. I'm glad you got some sleep. I think I took a 10-minute cat nap. Ricky Joe.
How's it going,
Ricky
Joe?
On the dock fishing. I like it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
See that?
Yes. Eagle Strike from Chiefland, Florida. That is cool. Ricky.
Chiefland, Florida.
Travis. Tom. Gary, how are you? From Adirondacks.
The Adirondacks.
Yes. Ian, how you doing? Rick. I know some people, 83 Jeep. Say Harris. Philip. David. Good evening, 83 Jeep and my honey badgers.
Honey badgers.
Yes. Everybody's here. I know for some people might have gone away this weekend too.
Yeah, because the holiday weekend. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Philip, how you doing, Philip?
Ooh, Say Harris is from Osaka, Japan.
Wow.
And Ron from Saskatchewan. Just help me.
Something like that.
It's been a long week.
Yes, all that. I mean, we live in a town called Loxahatchee.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I know, Loxahatchee.
I mean, that's kind of crazy too. Spell Loxahatchee.
Yeah.
Very Indian.
All right. Let me see if you guys. I know I saw a couple of questions on here. Mo said, "Good evening, y'all. Sorry, I forgot about last week's and was not feeling well. Needed to sleep. I hope you're doing good. Guess who's back? Oh, yeah, Shady. He's back.
Shady is back.
Yes. Obviously, Peter, you're from Denmark. We know. We love it.
Yes. That's awesome.
Mo, on time. Even how's the buses and subway transit? Everything working?
So far, so good. We're all right.
Yes. Okay, Ricky Joe. Is there a date set on when SpaceX is scheduled to deorbit them 100 Starlink
Oh, the 100
satellites you
Starlink?
talked about a few days ago?
Yeah, so if anyone did not watch the video that I did, I was talking about the 506 satellites that have been deorbited. Now, there's 100 that are going to be deorbited soon, so it's going to be like in the next, let's say, 30 to 90 days or so. And those are just version 1.0s. This stuff that's like 5 years old now, so they're just taking it out of low Earth orbit because they're not as useful, because they do not have lasers on board, so they can't be part of the mesh network. So they're kind of like on their own, So they're the stepchild out there. They're not like with the entire family and communicating. So they're going to get rid of them. So what they're going to do is, before they no longer have propellant on board, they're going to push them lower into the Earth's atmosphere. They're going to come down, and it's going to look like a little mini shooting star, and that's going to be it. They're going to burn up. So that's what's happening probably in the next 30 days, 90 days, somewhere on there. They're going to get rid of those 100.
Ian said, did you hear if anyone has used T-Mobile phone on Starlink?
I have not as of yet, but I'm not sure if it's already working or if it isn't. I'm not 100% certain, to be completely honest with you. But we'll see. I want to keep abreast to it myself because I think it's super interesting. I think that everything is going to go that way. I think we're going to see a lot of this, a lot of the players out there trying to compete with the cell phone market, where you have a cell phone that could communicate with satellites and not just cell towers. I think that that's going to be a really big thing in the future. So we can see it already. There's a lot of these small organizations already trying to kind of like get together with others and form like partnerships and do the same thing. Everyone is kind of just, I think, trying to chase Elon Musk's tail right now, because he's just doing it right, and they don't know what to do. And a lot of these companies, they're going to really hurt. I mean, they're going to go either out of business or they're going to have to change their model. And that's just it,
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, you know what? There was a SpaceX just launched. They did 3 launches of Starlink satellites, and there is one right now that they just put up, I think it was yesterday or today, on X. I'm going to play this in the background. I'll probably leave the audio off, but so that you guys can see it. It's pretty cool. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to leave this running here, but you can actually see them launch this rocket. Every time I see it, to me, it's just, I mean, look at that. It's just amazing. Look at that, T-minus 4 minutes, 37 seconds. So we'll leave it, and then we'll see it fire off in a few.
It's cool. Very cool. Scott Cook, New Brunswick, Canada.
How's it going, Scott?
Mika. Oh, the Saskatchewan
Don't do
was
it.
the
Just stop.
better one. John, NASCAR today. Rick. Hey, Rick. Hi, Fab Joe from extreme northern Mexico, a.k.a. Central California.
Yes.
Ooh, we hear you. Philip Kressler. Joe,
Hey,
have
Phil.
you heard anything on Starlink Gen 5 from Attica, Indiana?
I have not. I haven't heard anything on Gen 5. I'm excited about Gen 5 because that's going to be more like the replacement. Well, okay, so when we say Gen 5, we're talking about Gen 5 as in dish. Gen 5 dish is probably going to be the mini dish, is what I'm going to think. The one that goes into your backpack. But if you're talking about the next generation of the router, which will be like, I guess, a Gen 4. They're not like on the same generation. But anyways, the next router that we see is going to be a replacement to the Generation 2. So, which is the one that most of us have.
I feel like there's a lot of replacements already. It's very confusing.
Yeah, because remember, it's so new, right? So they're doing so many updates. Someone wrote in, and I'm sorry I forgot who it was, but someone wrote in, you guys do this all the time. You send me email or DMs and everything. You keep me abreast with what's going on. If I miss something, keep doing that. That helps me out a lot. But
Just
they wrote...
Don't expect them to remember who sent it.
Yes, because, that's me.
Anyway, but there's a lot of people, too.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. I went through it was 300 emails the other day. Anyway, so what they told me is their their router rebooted 8 times so far in the month. That was last month.
Right.
So that just tells you that, because when they reboot the router, what that means is they installed a new firmware update, and that's why they need to reboot it. So 8 times. So that is a lot. So I'm going to guess there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that we are not, privy to, obviously. And maybe some of it has to do with the phone stuff. Maybe some stuff has to do with security. Because remember, these units are being used overseas in the Ukraine in the war, and they're being attacked by Russia and a lot of other, even China. They're being attacked all the time. They're trying to hack these things. And every time they find a new vulnerability, they send a patch out. They just don't tell you about it. But that's what a lot of this stuff happens too, is they need to send these patches out. So anyways, we'll see what happens. We could talk about that too, that whole thing where I did a video about Elon Musk somehow selling Starlink or allowing the Russians to use the Starlink in the Ukraine. It's like the dumbest shit ever. I mean, the media was so full of this stuff that it's like I literally reported on this the day after it happened, and like 2 or 3 days after that, every single, CNBC, NBC, CNN, everyone reported on this, and it was all just such bullshit reporting, saying that, oh, he's aware of it, he knows it, he sold it, and this and that. And I remember, if you guys watched the video, what did I say? I said, listen, he did not sell it to Russia. Think about it. If you go and occupy a city in the Ukraine, and in that city there is 100, let's say, Starlink dishes, well, guess what? You're going to commandeer the dishes and you're going to use them. And they will continue to be used until no payments are being made, and then they end up getting shut off. Because SpaceX isn't going to know if it's a Russian using it or a Ukrainian, not like it was a difference, a Russian using it or a Ukrainian. They're not going to know, as long as they're within the borders where it is geo-locked. It doesn't matter, right? It was such a bullshit. Just, oh my God. Anyways, yeah.
It was a bullshit case.
It was a bullshit mainstream media reporting of just nonsense. They literally know nothing. Know nothing?
No.
Know anything? No simply shit?
Nada.
I don't know, something like that, yeah.
No, nada.
Yeah, but maybe they actually do, and it's just purposeful.
Yes.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, God. I don't know. John.
Oh, there it goes. There goes the rocket. While you're talking, there goes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Look at that!
Crazy.
Look at that camera shot. Is that just amazing?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like when I see that, it's like, how is that even a thing?
It's not real. It's a green screen.
Yeah, that's it. This isn't really happening. Yeah, and the world is flat, and yeah.
Yeah. John, did you hear that the third spaceship is going to be a lot bigger?
I heard it was going to be a little bit bigger, not a lot, but let me know. I did not hear that it was going to be very much bigger. It was going to be larger, but by a little bit.
83 Jeep. Now that streaming with Starlink is rock solid, can you do a good, bad, and ugly on the various streaming devices, Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV?
Yes, so we looked at the Apple, Roku I've tried before.
And we have
kind of like,
now.
We're using right now Fire Stick.
Oh.
The reason I like the Fire Stick is because it's not like just unbelievable. I don't like the UI, the user interface is kind of shit, but
yeah, but the Apple one, I think
Apple
was
is
worse.
just convoluted, and it's just, so Apple tries making everything so simplistic that they make it difficult.
It's a secret.
Yeah, it's like push this twice, then do a circle, shake it, spin. Are you kidding me? So you need it's just stupid. In my personal opinion. So we're using the Fire Stick 4K Max, whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah.
Anyways, and it's doing pretty well. And the one thing that I do like about it also, if you wanted to hack it, not that you would do something like that, you can actually do it. Whereas with the Apple, you're kind of stuck in their ecosystem, and either you like it or you hate it. I don't know. So.
All right.
Look at that rocket. My
see.
God.
I know, that's pretty cool.
It is amazing.
Dominic, yay, it's Friday. I know.
Tom.
So good. It's
Dominic.
Friday. I'm a little tired. I'm always tired. I feel like I
Don't
say
be
that all
tired.
the time.
And
I had a cup of coffee. Ian, you think the phone boosters will work with Starlink? It should.
So the Starlink thing where you can actually use your phone and connect to a satellite, you're not going through like.
Look at that.
That's crazy, right? You're not going through cell towers, so it's not like you need like a stronger cell signal. That's not really how it works. The only thing is if you're going to let's say you have T-Mobile and you're in the U.S. and now all of a sudden they allow you to start texting, or whatever the basics that they're going to do at the beginning. You need to be outside. And people have asked me this over and over and over. Are we going to be able to use it inside? Can we get like some type of something on the outside and still be able to use it on the inside? And kind of not really. Not really. Not that I'm aware of as of yet. Maybe they will make something. I think it would be kind of cool if you think about it. But why would you need it? So you can, if you have data anyways, you could just do VoIP, right? Voice over IP. You could text over it. Once you have data, you have everything. So I think it's more for outdoors. It's going to be more emergency type stuff. So, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening.
All right, let's see. We did that. John, Mo World, the SpaceX rocket is an achievement. Even with the twin rocket boosters are impressive. You won't see anything like this from NASA. They are too limited as a company.
Yeah.
Hi, Pro Copy from Perth. 83 Jeep, the number of modem software upgrade count since January 7th now is a dozen.
Wow, there you go. A dozen since January 8th. Holy hell. That is a lot of updates. Think about it. Each one of those is going to be a firmware update. So, I'm not keeping track because it's happening all the time. They did do an update when they didn't supposed to do an update. Normally they do it in like the middle of the morning, sometimes, so you don't end up with this interruption. And someone called them out on it, and they wrote to them, and the person sent me over the email what they said, basically saying they apologized, they did an update, blah 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 blah. So it was it's nice to see that they're at least responding now, even though there is a lot of canned response still coming out. But when they do respond, they respond well, let's say.
All right, John, there was a lot of people got mad at Starlink during Super Bowl. They did an update, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a big deal.
Peter has a question.
Oh my God, you didn't skip Peter?
No, Peter.
Normally you do?
I can't wait till I get my completed network up and running. 7 desktops and 2 laptops, file server, game server, movie server, music server, DL server, up server.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of, you know what? I'm just going to call you Mr. Server from now on.
Jeez. Wow, that's a pretty good setup there.
Yeah. Benny, hello from Jamaica. It's his home network, I guess. Peter's home network.
That's a nice home network though.
John said,
are you doing gigabit? Are you doing like single gig, or are you doing 10 gig? What are you doing? I want to hear.
He's trying to contact outer space.
Yeah, maybe.
Like Elon with all that.
Yeah.
John, and the USA government is paying for the Starlink dish, so Elon doesn't know if Russia has found some dish.
Yeah, so with what is it, Space Force or whatever they're doing, they have their own dish. They have their own stuff, let's say. But that whole entire piece that they've been talking about, and that I did a video on literally when it happened, was really about Elon Musk supposedly being aware of Russia using his Starlink satellites in the occupied area of the Ukraine. And he said, basically, we have never dealt with Russia. We have never sold anything to Russia. And if anyone is saying that they're purchasing this from Dubai, because that was like one of the big things that they were talking about, how the Starlinks were being purchased from Dubai and then sent into the Russian military. He's like, we don't have a representative in Dubai. We don't send product to Dubai. So if anyone's selling in Dubai, we don't know about it. But either which way,
Dubai.
It's just ridiculous. So either which way, it doesn't really make, and my point of contention was, listen, they know within feet where each and every terminal is, where it's located, when it is turned on. Even if you turn GPS off and you turn the GPS unit that's in it off, it still uses its own triangulation method using those 6,000 satellites that are hovering above us. So they know where each one is. Trust me. So if it's in a region or in a location that shouldn't have coverage, it ain't going to have coverage. They just shut it off. That's simple. But the media doesn't make it that simple. They have to make it into this long drawn out bullshit.
Not the media again.
No, they would.
They're the most honest people in the whole wide world.
I know. I'm yeah, absolutely. You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Pro copy. It's been 40 degrees for a week here, and we are all a bit grumpy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been kind of
look
low
at this thing.
Here,
Look, guys. It's gonna land on the ship. Check this out. Look at this. Comes from outer space, drops off the satellites, and now this back end of it. Oof. Look at this. Is that the most? Look at how smooth. And just think about this. Not only does it land exactly on a dime where it's supposed to land, but this is on a moving ship that's rocking in the ocean like this. I mean, can you imagine that? I just think that's just, whenever I see that, I think it's just amazing.
It's amazing.
Absolutely amazing. How is it even possible? I don't even know.
No, it is. It's very amazing. John, are you saying that I'm resting today?
Don't rest. You're not allowed to rest. Don't rest.
I can't rest.
There is no resting. We will rest when we are going for a dirt nap. We can rest for a long time.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Until the dirt nap, no rest.
Ruben, congratulations this week. 200 consecutive SpaceX launches without problems and recovering the booster. Low Tech Greg, hey, you made it.
Hey, Low Tech Greg.
Ian, if Starlink using your cell signal and SAT is acting ASA cell tower, why is this thing not scrolling? See? ASA cell tower, then it should work and help boost signal for both car and inside.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up going. I mean, I think that the way it's working is it's doing some kind of backhauling. So, like the connection. Did you see that just fly by?
It was a mosquito.
Mr. Mosquito. Jeez, don't let him chew me. You see, you brought it in. You brought it. You were here last. You brought that mosquito in.
Maybe it came on your hat.
No, yeah. I have sour blood. You have sweet blood.
Oh my God!
You don't want me.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I'm just telling you. Don't bring mosquitoes in here. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know how this is going to end up working, but we'll see what ends up happening with it. I don't know how they're going to do it, and if there's going to be a way to be able to boost signal from outside to inside. I mean, obviously that would be ideal. That would be pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll see.
Alrighty. Josh?
Peter says 1 gig by 1 gig fiber, yes.
I'm hoping it will work. Josh, I can't wait till Starlink is faster than fiber. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, yes.
Yeah, so
we've been waiting for that for years.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not gonna. We'll never see Starlink faster than fiber, and Starlink is and will be more of a rural type of backup internet service. The primary service that everyone should be shooting for is fiber. And if you can get fiber, don't get Starlink. You don't need it unless you want to use it as a backup. So even when we get fiber here, when I'm like fully gray with a beard like down to here, when I do, I'm going to continue paying for Starlink as a backup. Because a non-terrestrial backup, as good as this is for $120 a month, to me, it is worth it. So.
All right. Mo would like a kick cam.
A kick cam,
I mean,
yes.
I think it's a great idea.
She hasn't kicked me yet.
No, that's not true. Okay. I've nudged him.
Yeah,
He's just...
No, she nudges me. I just figured that she's just trying to move around a little bit.
Oh, my God. I wish I could use this as the cam. Like, just stream it right there. It would be great. That would be entertaining.
See?
Ian, government couldn't do that.
I
know. But, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
That's you.
All right.
Mike, do you think the Starlink satellites are going to be in the sights of the new Russian nuclear Satyat attack system in space?
What is that?
Right here.
Satellite attack system in space. What is it? Do you think that Starlink satellites are going to be in the sites of the new Russian nuclear satellite attack? Okay. No. So, there's been a lot of talk about Russia, and China planning on somehow attacking Starlink satellites and all this other bullshit. And honestly, guys, it's just not possible. Now, look, the reason being is the Kessler effect, right? If you guys don't know what the Kessler effect is, basically it states something like, if you blow up, let's say, one satellite, for example, well, the debris from that one will most likely impact or blow up another two. And then when those two blow up, there'll be 4, and then 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, so on and so forth, right? The time you're done, there is a mass...
You got so loud all of a sudden.
Did I get loud?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That time you're done, you basically have a entire... Am I yelling at you?
Yes. He feels like he's yelling at me, at you guys.
I'm conveying information.
Good
anyway,
God.
So you end up with the entirety of low Earth orbit just being a debris field that would be very hard for us to even pass through to be able to do any type of exploration outside of it. So it's something that, unless you are an absolute just idiot and not have any type of understanding, you're not going to do it. It's same thing with a nuclear bomb. You're not going. None of the nuclear, let's say, folks out there that have bombs are going to drop a bomb on the U.S. or are we going to drop a bomb on them? Why? Because we will annihilate the entire planet, right? So it's the same thing with the Kessler effect. One will just it's just not possible. So the only time that kind of shit will happen is if you get a rogue nut job that will explode a bomb, a dirty bomb, or a nuke.
We have a lot of those.
There is some rogues out there. Just
a lot of nut jobs.
Just a few nut jobs, right? So unless you get one of those, then all bets are off. But anyone that has half a damn common sense, you're just not going to do it.
We don't have that anymore either.
There's nothing common about common sense.
It's
just long gone, like years ago. What the hell is common sense?
I don't know. Todd, I have my Tesla. Nice. Bought a house where no cable is offered. Bought Starlink on your advice. Happy as hell with it.
Excellent.
Now thinking about solar something with a power wall. Suggestions?
Yeah, a power wall is awesome if you can afford it. There, I mean, it's expensive, but they're really good and it's very simple. And I think it's awesome. If you have a large area for solar, I mean, yeah, you can put together a really nice solar array and literally power your house with next to no electricity. It depends, obviously, on what kind of appliances you use and everything. But, I'm always like the DIY guy when it comes to building stuff. I like building my own shit so I know exactly what's in it. But in these type of situations, I mean, Tesla just got it done right. The whole wall. I mean, they do a good job. So, I wouldn't mind going that route. But yeah, I mean, if you can afford to have a nice, decent solar array and a good place. See, what people don't understand is they're like, oh, I'm going to get solar, right? And then, and everything's going to be fine. That's all I need. The thing is the biggest problem is not capturing the energy or using the energy. The biggest problem is storing the energy. The batteries are extremely expensive, right? So to store a mass quantity of energy, kilowatts of energy, it takes a lot of these batteries. And like I said, they are very expensive. So, but the battery technology is getting better and better and better. From, lead acid stuff, now we're at lithium. Lithium is pretty damn good. I don't know how much further we're going to go when it comes to batteries. I think that should be...
I know what we need. It's called a flux capacitor.
We can use a flux capacitor. We can take it out of the car, out of the DeLorean.
That's what I'm talking about. See?
Well, that's it, guys.
I know tech, okay?
She knows tech. We need to get a flux capacitor, pull it out of a DeLorean, right? Stick it in the house, and we don't have to worry about energy anymore.
Please tell me someone out there knows where the flux capacitor comes from.
All right, in the chat, where does the flux capacitor come from?
There you go. Because
Who
I am
knows?
tech.
First one in the chat. Let me see. Who knows where the flux capacitor is from, and what the hell a flux capacitor is?
I'm telling you.
Come
I
on,
know
no,
tech.
no one's entering it.
Wait,
What
hold
is
on.
going on?
They're laughing.
No laughing. I want to know.
83 Jeep. We used to use a leaky coax to get cell signal inside the buildings.
Peter, you got it.
Yes, Peter.
And Mo. Mo's in
Mo. I love it. Ricky Joe, nothing is faster than fiber. I can tell you that for sure.
Exactly.
Oops. Everyone's typing like crazy now. I love it. Honey badgers. Yes, it came from Back to the Future, you guys.
That's exactly right.
Heading home said the Flux Commander factory in China.
That's exactly where it comes from.
Oh my God. That's funny. I love it. I'll have to think of another one. That was good.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Oh God.
Let me put on the audio. Let's see if it actually works. Let's see. Let me flop it over here. This is it. I think this is the.
Can they hear it?
They will. They should be able to. We'll see. Let me know, guys, if you can hear this.
Flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
See?
Look at that. See? That's the flux capacitor. It makes time travel possible. It makes just a ton of juice.
Oh, there's no sound, Peter said.
There's no sound?
God, you suck.
No, it's showing that there's sound. Peter, come on, don't tell me there's no sound. I'm showing sound.
Well,
Oh,
Peter said yes, now we can hear it.
Gotcha. All right. We're going to let it run. We'll see. We'll see what they're doing. Look at that DeLorean. I want a DeLorean.
Hey, my cousin had a DeLorean. So
She
at 15 I
drove in
was
a DeLorean.
Yeah, so at 15 I was rolling into high school.
In a stainless steel DeLorean.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah. I drove it around a few times. I thought I was somebody, but it was badass.
You were somebody. You were in a DeLorean.
Yeah, it was cool. Very cool. Let's see.
There you go.
There
I'm
it
going to put
is.
it loud. There it is.
Oh my God. People are going to wake up.
I finally invented something that works!
Jurassic works.
Ian wants to
Now we've
know.
got to sneak
Yes.
this back to my laboratory.
It's doing backhaul, but if you were out where no cell towers are and SATs became a cell tower to phone, I know maybe made about this.
Okay, repeat that.
It says it's doing backhaul, but if you out where no cell towers are,
Right.
and SATs became a cell tower to phone,
Right.
I know maybe
Right.
made about this.
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you guys don't know, the way this works is the satellites now have installed on them a what is
Sorry.
what the hell are you laughing at?
Because Mo said, "Oh no, the Iranians! They never steal uranium from the Iranians."
They don't ever steal uranium from that. So the way it works is these satellites now have what is called an E-node B. E-node B, right? And it basically turns the satellite or a portion of it into a cell tower, but a cell tower at 550 kilometers in space, right? So the problem is you need to be outside for it to work. So you would have to have some type of method to have a receiver on the outside that then sends it to you on the inside and have this kind of bidirectional communication. So I don't know. I really don't know if they're going to do that. I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, because if they can give you data, well, if you have data, you have everything, right? If you have data, you really don't need the cell connection, so to speak, because you can make a phone call through VoIP, you can get onto the web, you can do all the rest of the things. So I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled. I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to make a phone call like from your phone, even though you're not outside, but even though there's no cell tower near you. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
right.
Howdy doody.
Can you like fix this?
What is it?
Like I opened this here, but now I can't.
You can't get rid of it?
Yeah.
Well, what's with that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
If I hit that, then it'll like.
How about if we pop this out so you can actually have some room? How about that?
I just hate that it's over here.
Oh, all right. Now it's completely missing.
You guys.
There we go. There it is.
Okay.
And then we just make that bigger. There we go.
Okay.
Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. So anyways, guys, so it's basically a cell tower in space using an ENO-B, transceiver, whatever you want to call it. So, but I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening with it. A lot of people have been asking me about this video the 2 videos I just did about all the positive and negatives that had to do with SpaceX Starlink. I figured, you know what? I'm going to put this thing together, and I did 2 videos in one day. I've never done it before. I just wanted to see how the algorithm would treat these videos, since there was 2 launched simultaneously and one kind of plays off the other. I'm like, hey, let's give it a shot, right? It didn't do damn shit. It didn't do nothing different, guys. It did nothing different, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it at least. But the whole idea of what I was trying to do, like, to somehow get YouTube to see that these are working together and now they're going to promote each other back. It's all bullshit. Doesn't work. Nope.
You missed. All right, Shannon has a question. Speaking of power backup, you're in Florida, so what do you use for backup power during hurricanes? Have you ever done a video on that?
My son has about a 6-inch gecko. We put the gecko on a treadmill. And that is it. That's all that we have here. No. But we have just regular backups, like battery backups, and that's it.
Yeah, big ones.
Yeah, big ass ones. But we don't have a solar array yet. It's something that I was thinking about doing last year, towards the end of last year. Didn't get to it. Ended up with surgery and all kinds of other stuff.
We still have to worry about the bathroom, you guys. We're not going to talk about that, though.
So unless we can do solar in the bathroom or something, it's just not going to happen for right now. But yeah, the goal would be is to have some lithium batteries. So a bunch of battery companies have reached out to me, and they wanted me to test out their batteries, lithium batteries. And some of them are from China, some of them are from here, there, from all over the place. And I just don't want to do it unless it's unless it's a battery company that is reputable, that I really know that it's going to be. So I don't know. It might be something that I do in the not so distant future. We'll see. But I get so many requests to do reviews on people's stuff that I don't do. You can't even believe. It's just unbelievable. Let me just tell you guys, we're having this, Free Speech Friday.
Oh God, here we go. Get ready for it.
I had a company reach out to do a review, right, on a product. And they had the brass balls. Brass. Solid frickin' brass.
Oh my God.
To want me to send them a script, want me to send them the edit to approve, want all of this shit. I'm like, do you want a review or do you want a paid promotion? Okay? Because there's 2 different freaking things here. One is thousands of dollars, one is not so much, right? But this is the kind of stuff that I get all of the time, and I just won't do it. I'm not going to recommend something to you guys unless I absolutely stand behind it 110%. But I get this all the time. And it amazes me how I don't know how they wake up in the morning and say, you know what? Okay, I'm going to go to this guy and I'm going to basically tell him that we need all of this. And it definitely takes some really heavy brass balls.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I had a vent. It's really aggravating.
Vented.
But I think they do this with a lot of content creators. They test the water to see which ones they can exploit, right? And when you don't play their game, they're like, this guy, just whatever. I don't know. Which is fine with me. I'd rather not deal with them. She just kicked me, just so you know.
So everybody would like shorts cam. Like
A shorts cam.
yeah, and then it could go viral of me just kicking you in your
She just did
shorts.
it.
And it's actually not a kick; it's a side smack
It's
from knee to knee.
Yeah, and you can see me do like this, and I'm like talking to you, and I'm doing like this. Can you not?
Well, we have to move along here.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's Howdy Doody. Look at that.
Oh my God.
It's Howdy Doody.
I never watched that. Ian, if you get wrecked EV and take batteries and make house packs, you could get a 520k kilowatt batteries out of one model. I think there's 80 to 100 kilowatt battery.
Yeah, that's a ton. That is a big ass battery. I've never heard of that 100 kilowatt battery, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done enough research on it, but it is something that I want to do. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys abreast once I get back into it.
Ricky Joe, why Fabiola is off on Monday? You should give her a foot rub. I bet she could use one after working so much and traveling on top of it. Thanks, Ricky.
That's nice, Ricky. I appreciate that. I did just give her a foot rub. Matter of fact, what was it, yesterday?
What?
Full foot rub.
What?
Did I not?
No.
Day
When
before?
was this? No, you rubbed my back. You did rub my back.
I did your feet and toes and everything else.
No, that was like 2 minutes. That doesn't count. He goes like this.
It was 2 minutes.
That's it.
You're a liar.
I'm not. You did
I
my
did it.
back. I think you need some water. I think you need meds. Drink
Just
your
get back to
coffee.
the damn questions.
I'm gonna.
You're lying. Don't hit me.
Okay, Silver Cart. Doing the same thing, expecting something different is the definition of insanity. Correct.
Yes.
Peter, finally, we're getting to your question. What did become of your live maybe twice a week or in the middle of the week? Peter?
Yes.
Are you kidding? I mean, we barely can sometimes get here, and look at you. You're all the way over there. Could you imagine? Then you'd have to be like doing even more. That would be a lot. Although we were thinking about doing maybe one Saturday night instead of a Friday night, just to mess with the algorithms of YouTube to see if it did anything. Remember we were talking about it?
Yeah.
We haven't decided yet, but like if we do, then we'll put it ahead of time so people know.
Looking at me, yeah, I'll do that. What's the answer to this question, guys? Elon posted this.
What?
If you answer 13 divided by 30, question correctly, you have 140 IQ. What's the answer to that?
Okay. Mo World. A couple of geckos and a few hamsters and even a cat on a treadmill. Yes.
That's all you need.
Peter, how goes the bathroom remodeling? Stop.
Stop, Peter.
It just doesn't.
Don't
It
do it.
doesn't even happen.
Don't do it,
It doesn't
Peter.
happen. Silver Cart. I have an idea for a solid state battery.
Dominic says, were they shiny brass balls?
Yes.
I didn't see if they were dull or shiny, but they had to be heavy. Heavy brass balls.
Yes.
You know what? I even called them out on it too. I couldn't help myself, you know? And yeah, they didn't even reply. It was sad. Someone must have read it and been like, holy shit, I can't believe that. But yeah.
Mo, take a step back. Free speech is about to start. LOL. Hold on. I'll be standing on a hill. That's when you were about to
No.
go.
Yep, let it rip.
John wants to know whatever happened to you doing the computer pie thing.
Yeah. Here it is. Just haven't got to it. I've been, you know what? The one thing that I have to say though is we've gotten a lot of crap out of the studio, so we're probably going to be able to do like a little bit of a walkthrough, kind of like hang out in different
Hopefully
areas.
soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We got like one more thing.
No,
to
you
buy.
were
I
supposed
have
to
take
do that.
something
I
out.
told you like 3
Anyways,
times.
we're getting there. It's a lot. It's a bunch.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't forget.
And Ian said, if you're getting text or anything from cell towers and T-Mobile Starlink stats to phones, or all goes through cell radios or including data. John said, I think you need a hug.
Yeah, definitely a hug. I love watching what Elon replies and posts and stuff on here.
Yeah. Honey Badgers. I use a 48-volt Simplify lithium batteries. They're extremely reliable and made in California. Nice. Do you know about those?
I do not. But if they reach out and you said that they're good, I will definitely take a look at them. As long as they don't tell me that I have to give them a script and make sure that everything is positive or I can't post it, my video.
Mo said you should do a doghouse out back for Peter. And Ian said 33 kilowatt battery is roughing equivalent to a gallon of gas. So 100 kilowatt battery equals 3 gallons of gas.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Look at that. Elon posted this. Community notes.
Oh
Fake
my
news.
God. I can't. These people are crazy. Wilding out here. Chris said, I wouldn't be surprised if Starlink minis end up in all Tesla vehicles. Didn't you talk about that?
Here you go. Look, he just reposted a Tesla energy deal here. It says Powerwall 3 is now available in the U.S. 11.5 kilowatts of power to back up most homes with 1 unit, fully integrated solar inverter and DC coupled battery expansion unit for simple, low-cost installation. There you go. That's it. The tests are 11.5 kilowatts is what the Powerwall 3. Let me see. Let me click on more information. Let me see what it has here. There we go. Durable exterior with storm watch and heat mode and extreme weather protection. Virtual power plant. So this is, I guess, this is the latest and greatest. This is like the new crap. Powerwall 3. Interesting.
How much?
Let me go and open up the website. I don't know.
Cuánto dinero?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. Powerwall over at Tesla.com. We'll let it load up. See if there's a here order with solar or order just the Powerwall by itself. Let's go and order the Powerwall by itself. How much is it? 30% federal tax credit is available. Not bad. Sweet. We'll take it. Shipping address. Doesn't give me any pricing. Shipping address. We won't spam you anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's at least we know. So you're looking at 11.5 kilowatts with the new Powerwall.
Or just get the flux capacitor.
Or just simply go flux capacitor. You don't have to worry about it. You don't need this Powerwall bullshit. Flux capacitor, you just like go from, not only you have all that energy, but then you can just like flop from like future and past. And
maybe if we could go to the past, we can fix what's going on now.
yeah, we could figure out like what stocks to buy now. We can go into the future and then come back. And
Well,
then
yeah,
buy
but we
some
can
stocks.
fix a lot of other stuff too. It's a lot of stuff that's broken right now.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Oh my gosh. Shannon said $8,400. Peter said, so no megawatts yet?
No megawatts.
Mo said, Ian, it will cost a kidney and an arm plus a leg.
Exactly.
Yes.
Maybe 2 legs. You just never
Chris
know.
said, after cars, Starlink will be in phones. I hope.
I think Starlink, guys, is going to be installed on the top of every Tesla vehicle. I think there'll be, if you think about it, the new dish, the little ones that are going to be coming out, that are going to be portable, that you can backpack and you can throw it into a backpack. They're going to be the size of a iPad, so like 8 inches by like, I don't know, 9 inches, I don't know, something like this, little. So to take that flat little thing and mount it inside of the Tesla is an easy thing to do. You can mount a bigger one than that if you wanted to. So I foresee a day in the not so distant future where every Tesla vehicle will become its own owner's hub, its owner's, let's say, server almost, right? Hub or whatever, network hub. So anywhere around it, you can have signal. So if you pull your Tesla up to a park and there's no signal in the area, it doesn't really matter because your Tesla is going to be getting the signal from any of the satellites up there anyways, and then you'll have full speed internet access while you're sitting at the park with your kids. So that's what I foresee to happen. Now, do I have any inside information? No. But I think that just makes common sense good. I mean, I think that would make sense to do. So, and I don't think that would be expensive to do. And there's plenty of room on that top of those cars to stick just a simple antenna up there. So you wouldn't even know it's there.
John said electric car batteries are having trouble after 80,000 miles. The battery are going bad, and it's costing $9,000 to fix them because they are out of warranty. That's been a question of mine. Like, what are people doing? Like, what are they doing with the Tesla? Like, how long does the Tesla last? How much does it cost to get batteries? Because
it's just like you said, it's literally thousands of dollars.
That's like the trend now. Everybody, everybody, the Johnsons, the Smiths, everybody's got to have a Tesla now.
Yeah, the thing is it's, if you are a lease kind of person, who gives a shit, right? If you are someone that trades in your car every, let's say, 3 years, who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. Someone else is going to have to deal with it. But if you're someone that like keeps your car for, let's say, 10 years, and now your batteries go bad and it costs you $6,000, $8,000, $9,000 for...
Steven said $10,000.
$10,000 for new batteries. Well, during the course of those 10 years, how much is your savings at that point, right?
Yeah, because don't they give you like, I think, close to 10 or just under 10 for the tax credit or something?
Yeah, like some kind of tax thing. So
so then if you keep the car and the batteries die, then you have to pay that 10 to get the batteries
basically
back.
You're getting it back. Yeah. So I don't know. I forgot. Someone did a kilowatt. Like someone did. I wanted to find out how much does it cost to fill up a normal Tesla, not the dual motor, not like the like a Plaid or something, just a regular Tesla, right? A cheaper model Tesla. And someone wrote into me and said it was like $18 and like 17 cents. Let's call it $20. So it cost them $20 to do a full refill of the batteries, but with electric instead of gas. Let's say $18. That's like half the cost of the gas, right? Because let's say they get a 250 to 300 mile. So a regular gas car would do that. So maybe it's half price to gas, but as soon as you go and get new batteries for 10 grand, your savings is long out the friggin' window. Now, if you say that you're doing it because you don't want any emissions and you're trying to save the planet, then I'm okay with it. Okay, fine. If that's your goal.
Are you really? If the batteries have to be disposed of?
Fab, do not
I'm just
pop people's bubble. They think that they're saving the goddamn planet, so they are.
Okay, damn it. I won't ask questions. I will be a lemming.
You will exactly be a lemming. Walk off the frickin' shit like everyone else.
I don't want to walk off the shit. You walk off the shit.
Walk off the damn thing and just...
You walk.
Anyways, yeah, and they don't. The thing is they don't dispose of the batteries. They actually renew the batteries. So that's kind of good, because if not, if you had a pile of lithium, the amount of poisons that you introduce into the earth by a decaying battery is just unbelievable, right?
It's fine.
It is not fine.
It's great.
It is fine.
Everyone should get a Tesla. It's fine.
I would love a Tesla. I would like a Plaid. It'd be badass.
I think one of my coworkers said they saw one driving around today or yesterday.
Do you know what we have in the neighborhood? I just saw the Cyborg truck, the truck, right? But hold on. They wrapped it in a military...
Here?
Yes, here. An olive green... It was in Wellington.
Oh.
Olive green matte...
That's cool.
Wrap.
That is very cool.
So it has all the sharp lines, but it's matte, and it's like a military green.
Yeah.
An olive green. It is so cool looking.
Steven said married. Stop, Steven. Okay, Peter has a question.
Peter?
Or a statement,
No,
I
just
should
skip
say.
over Peter.
I'm not going to skip over Peter. He'll yell at me. Ricky Joe said, or hook like 20 car batteries together to make a powerful circuit. Peter, okay, more easier with a teleportation device instead of the flux capacitor. Stop it.
Yeah.
Steven said flux capacitor took 1.2 gigawatts of power. Mo said that was, and a hint of lightning just to give it some juice.
I remember that hint of lightning.
Yes. Steven says Starlink and Cybertruck, Mars version.
Wait, I want to see if I can find it.
Chris, question. Doesn't Tesla software sell the Powerwall?
Yes. That's it. They were that's what we brought up was the Powerwall 3, the new one.
Tom said, why doesn't Tesla have photovoltaic
photovoltaic, voltaic
panels on the roof.
Yeah, they could, but the thing is for every meter, I did the math one day. Every meter of solar, it's just the bottom line is there's not a lot of power that you get from solar, right? So if you just think about like 100-watt solar panel, it's just it's that big. You're only going to be, even if you cover the whole damn thing, you're going to end up with 100 watt. You're going to get with very small amount of energy to make it worth it. It just doesn't make sense.
You need that lightning strike.
Yeah, like Elon was talking about it in an interview, and he's like, we really got to the max of what we can pull from these solar panels. Now we need to do something else to store the energy that we're pulling better or more or easier or whatever. But the amount it's just, if you get a 15% loss, I mean, you're doing really, really good on a solar panel, right? Normally it's like 20% loss or something like that. So anyways, they're basically at their max. Oh, look at this nasty truck. This is not the matte one, but this is freaking cool though.
Wow.
Let me bring it up.
All right, Peter.
You do your thing.
Peter said, a refurbished battery pack to Tesla. I have seen some documents where they're doing it. Don't know the price. Mo said it's madness. Chris said they all need a Mr. Fusion. Steven said built into the car, not slide in. John, Tesla in California solar power costs $40,000 for a house, but he is getting money back from the electric company and going to take him 5 years to pay it off.
5 years is nothing. Most of the time, it takes like 20 to 30 years to pay off your electric, let's say, setup, your solar setup. I've seen some people send me in information that they are like set up for like 23 years before they break even. Another person was saying over the 23. Someone else said like 15 or something, 17. So no matter what, it is so many years to pay it back to break even to now they end up making you money, so to speak. So I just wouldn't use it for that. I would never backfeed like FPL, my solar. I want to have really good batteries to store my solar so when I need it, it's available. Because you think about this, if the grid ever goes down, there's people that are like us. We're in a rural area, and we try to be as self-sufficient as possible. But if you have solar panels all over your roof, right, and you're backfeeding into the grid your power, okay, that's all great and all. But if the grid ever goes down, you can't get any of that power back. So it doesn't even matter that you didn't store anything. So a lot of people do that. They put solar panels, and then what they do is they backfeed it into like FPL. Yeah. And then FPL gives them a credit, and then they get their basically their power cheaper. Right. But you're basically doing nothing. Right. You're not really becoming self-sufficient at all.
Right. No, anyways, you're still
You're still it's the man.
Yeah. Mo said we didn't think the electric vehicle business plan all the way through. Mm-hmm. Ian, all the lithium-ion batteries lose 20%, 80% good. Steven said he needs a cyber SUV. Mo said I would like a plaid Tesla Model X with falcon wings.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
I will take one too.
Ambassadors of the Flame of Mercy saw a Tesla truck today in Lubbock. That's cool.
Really?
John, but Tesla, if buy a new car from them, you can't resell it for 3 years. That is in the contract. Ooh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. Mo said, military matte camo color. Imagine the U.S. Navy camo. Oh, that would be cool.
Look at this thing.
Lubbock, Texas. Gotcha. Ricky Joe, get a Dodge Charger that's faster than a Tesla, I bet.
Actually, the Tesla, the Plaid or whatever, is the fastest vehicle right now.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's like.
But I'm down with
it's
the
under
Dodge Charger.
2 seconds, I think, to 60.
Joe wants like the highest tech stuff.
Look at that bad bitch.
And I want like an old stick, loud gurgling Mustang. That's just me. Or even a Dodge, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like it. Like a Hellcat or something like
Yeah.
that. 1,000 horsepower, something crazy.
Just loud and
just
obnoxious.
loud and just
you know,
just billowing out
that's,
gas.
That's me. He can roll around and hit.
How does it go?
That's how it sounds.
That's what the Tesla sounds like. See? She makes her own sounds. I'm going to record you. I'm going to play it.
Good. It does. It sounds like that. It's like.
Guys, look at that thing. Look at this. Is that not cool? Come on, you guys.
It looks like a box, like a weird triangular box.
Just stop. Just stop. Don't hate on this thing. Look at how.
I'm not.
Look at how awesome that looks.
That is not as badass looking as an old.
Well, they don't have any other
stick car.
pictures. That's it. Just
He's
the
got
one.
to come up with a better design. That's just. It's just.
I don't know. It's kind of cool.
You know. Mo, don't laugh at my sound effects. That's what it sounds like.
Look at this thing. Someone put a damn like a gun.
I mean, pretty much.
I mean, it's crazy.
Ian said, "Remember, the more gas cars get off the road, the more power plants can pollute, and that is where most electricity comes from." Exactly.
You know, it's funny that we always worry about polluting, but then you have countries like
China.
Did you say China?
Yeah.
You have countries like that don't give a shit about the ozone layer and nothing. They could care less. But so it's like, yeah, it would be great. I mean, I'm all for it. But
Peter, I know how to drive a stick. Just so you know, Peter, I know how to drive a stick. This girl can ride a motorcycle. Okay, thank you very much.
It's true.
And she can drive a 5-speed. Wait, no, they don't call it a stick anymore. It's a manual. Who the fuck calls it a stick?
It's a stick. Is it not a stick?
Well, to me it is. Old school is a stick. I wouldn't say, hey, drive a manual. That's so lame.
I don't know.
Silver Cart. Did you know Powerwall shuts off in a power outage?
I didn't know that. What the hell? Why would it do that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's really good information to have.
Steven says take a week to charge.
God.
What?
Yeah, I mean, remember, that thing is, it's 11.5 kilowatts, right?
Oh my God. So you can't drive your car for a week?
No. You're saying charging that massive, the power.
Okay. Yeah. Silver Cart. Let's recycle everyone's vape pens and turn them into Tesla batteries. That's great. That's
I like
funny.
it.
Honey Badgers, EV doesn't work well in the cold climate. I just saw Tesla got stuck coming back from Grand Canyon the other day. Oh, wow. I don't believe power station existed in that area. Yeah, that could be. That's another thing. You have to, drive if you're going somewhere and, figure out where you're going. Oh, my gosh, you guys. He is actually found the image of the chicken coop.
No.
This is completely
Hold on.
off topic. Finally.
Wait.
Wow.
Let me see. Does it pop up? Let me see. Here we go.
Holy.
There you go. So,
Completely off topic.
Completely off topic.
Chickens.
It's the chickens. Remember, you guys always want to talk. We were talking about the chickens. So there's 2 coops there. So you got the one main run right there, and then behind it you have that smaller one. The smaller one is where this big ass, 35-pound turkey.
We replaced the flag. That's
it's
old.
kind of tattered, that one, but I found this, and let me see if I can get. Let me see, guys.
All right, while you do that.
Don't. Let me see if this will actually play. Hold on. All right, let's see.
We went from Tesla to free-range chickens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're so pretty. That was
there you go. That's it.
That's all you got.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was from a while ago.
Oh, are they laying eggs yet? No, not yet.
No. Yeah. Look at how bad that tether of that flag is. It's got ripped up. We had about a month ago or something, we had some wicked storms. It was literally a week straight where the storms just wreaked havoc. Matter of fact, if you look at the property in that picture, here, let me pop that back up. If you see where that black bucket is, you see there's trees back there? Well, think about 300 feet further back. From that point all the way back, was water. That's how much rain we got and wind, and it just ripped everything.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got to replace some of the screws and the wood, and it just...
The
it was,
turkey was loose the other day,
Yeah, the
for most
turkey
of the
got
day,
out
and we
because-
didn't even know.
the turkey, the big 35-pound turkey. I'm going to do a video with this damn turkey.
Oh
when
my
you
God,
guys
you
see
see
it,
this all the time
you're going to
and
be
you don't do
like,
it.
that is the biggest damn turkey ever. It
Yeah.
is huge. So it got loose because the screws came up
Tom, we
with
have
this whole entire
squirrels too.
thing.
They just randomly run across the
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah. So the turkey got loose and it was running around the backyard, and it was pissed because it couldn't get back in to the run to see his friends, so or her friends.
All right, let me get back to
Anyways,
this
sorry,
Tesla.
off
you
topic.
went completely. You see, squirrel.
This
Tom,
is what happens,
squirrel.
guys.
He's the squirrel.
You know it. This is that ADD shit. I see something. It's like I gotta talk about it.
Arnie said,
Sorry,
"Hey,
guys.
Arnie, we are
Arnie's
expecting Cyborg soon, but they are holed up in Atlanta by Fanny.
We're ready for cyborgs.
Fanny, don't get me started. That woman."
Fanny.
Steven, solar cells last 10 years, I thought they degrade. Wow,
They do.
23 years. Yeah, we didn't think this completely through. Nope.
No.
Oops. And Kurt picked it up used for 10,000 with 35,000 miles on it, plus got the new upgraded battery for free and an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty start.
Holy God! I will take that deal.
I think it was six. I don't know which car is he talking about?
Yeah, which car is that, Kurt?
Because Steven wrote here a 68 Firebird, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me, Kurt, let us know what car that is. 10K, 35,000 miles, and then you said you got new batteries that are good for 8 years up to 100,000.
Kurt also said the price they're calling you is super training at home. It would cost you anywhere from $6 to $10 depending on where you live. So if you supercharge a lot, it's not as advantageous. But if you charge it at home,
Right. Yeah, what people don't understand is they think that when they charge a Tesla or when they charge any lithium battery, they can just basically supercharge it or fast charge it all the way up to 100%, and it really doesn't work like that. These batteries will charge up to 80%, and once they hit 80%, the last 20% takes 6 times as long as the first 80. The last 20 takes 6 times longer than the beginning, the first 80. And it's very interesting how it works. You go into mathematics and into how the chemistry works of it. But
Kurt was talking about a Chevy Bolt.
Oh, okay, the Bolt. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but it is very interesting. It does take a long time to do a full charge, slow charge.
Peter is laughing at me with my manual stick or what? Yes. Okay, manual stick.
I still drive
I can
a stick.
ride a motorcycle.
Yeah. We both have motorcycle licenses. I love a stick. I still use.
And I have my
drive a
conceal and
stick.
carry.
Yeah, we both have concealed carries. I think it's good just to be able to know how to drive every car.
Yes.
It's good. I personally think that it's good to be able to protect yourself and protect your belongings and your family. I think it's good to be self-sufficient.
Arnie said
if
a
possible.
stick shift is the best anti-theft device. Yes, it is, because hardly no one knows how to drive one anymore.
That's true. Be like, here's the keys. Go for it.
Wait, sorry, not a stick, a manual.
Whatever the hell that is.
Peter said, "Cool. It's not many Americans that can drive a stick." Exactly.
Yeah, I
Used
don't know
to be
what
a
happened.
thing because everything went.
Like you would never even consider buying a sports car that was an automatic, and now they're all automatic.
Yeah.
With little paddle shifters and bullshit. I mean,
That's so lame.
I want to be able to.
It's lame.
It's like I want to feel.
Well, if you decide to get a Tesla, you're just gonna. Bzzz.
She just did it again.
Mo like this.
Just stop with that zzz, whatever you're doing.
It's true. Kurt said best system to off-grade or grid. Tie
Off-grid?
combo is Signature Solar 18K for the price.
Oh, really? Well, so we'll look that up. Write that down, or we'll definitely look at that. We'll look that up because I've been getting, like I said, a lot of different companies sending me over information on their batteries and on their systems and stuff. And when I look through them, I'm like, no. So I don't know. We'll look into that.
Joe, Rick wants to know, what is your daily carry?
Hellcat 9.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I should change my ringtone on my phone to bzzz.
Bzzz.
I would never hear the phone ring though.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Steven said ocean dumping. John said I had a 69 runner loud and love it.
There you go.
See, I want to get an old car. He wants to get like eventually a newer car, and I'm going backwards. I want to go an old.
I mean, I would love to have a
Loud
69
stick.
Z28 with a rat
That just blows.
396 in it,
a lot of
or even a
smoke.
454 would be even better.
Leave
You know, I
people
mean, that would
behind.
be awesome. But
Scare people while you're driving because I'm coming through
it's
loud
just to
and
get
proud.
like the thing is to get like a 69Z, like
No,
a
I don't want to
decent
go
one.
that far.
I mean, you're looking at like 60, 80, 100K on some of these vehicles, and it's like, God, that's just crazy. That's just craziness.
Yes, honey badgers, definitely. If you're gonna drive a sports car, it has to be a stick. Who gets in a sports car that's
Who asked
an
me
automatic?
what my carry was?
What
is your carry? I'd love to know. If anyone
on.
carries, what is your
Rick?
carry? of carry?
Rick asked.
Rick who?
Rick McKenzie.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you carry?
Okay, let's see. Steven said ocean dumping. Kurt said $650 it cost me to charge at home in my Chevy Bolt to go
$650?
260 miles.
$650. Oh my God! Wow. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not the 18 that I was getting from someone else. Well, 18 and the other one was like 15, I think, or something like that.
Janice, hi.
That's
Happy
pretty good.
weekend.
How you doing, Janice?
Yeah, the chickens aren't laying eggs. I know someone kept telling us to do the cornbread with the cayenne pepper, and I keep forgetting. And
Yeah,
then
we
he
need to
forgets.
do that. We need to do that. But they're no longer on the Tractor Supply
Yeah.
feed, and they're definitely better. They're better. They look better. They are sounding better. I'm hearing them cluck again, like if they're about to lay an egg. You know that sound? If you guys have chicken, you know what it sounds like. That clucking sound is starting again, so they're probably going to start laying soon, if they haven't already, and I haven't checked. But I can hear them in the morning. So, and the rooster is looking badass. I mean, he is now like glowing. I mean, you could just, the feathers are just beautiful right now, beautiful. So, big difference compared to that Tractor Supply shit food. So, anyways. We'll keep you informed. We'll let you know how that all goes. It's important, guys. It's important. If you guys, have chicken and you're feeding those chicken Tractor Supply food, and you found out that you're no longer getting eggs, switch it.
Yeah.
Switch it.
Peter said cars need to be manual, but trucks, 18-wheelers, needs to be automatic. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, now, the 18-wheelers were always manual. They were always stick for many, many years. Now they're automatic, but.
Tom said Tesla Powerwall is grid intertie. It shuts down and protect the linemen from backfeeding to prevent their getting shock hazard.
So yeah, okay, but does it shut down to the home, or does it shut down going out? Because that's important, because it should not shut down for your home if there's a power failure. That's the whole damn reason you have it, right? But if for some reason your Tesla, your Powerwall is backfeeding the grid, then I can see that they shut it down because they don't want to backfeed it and then go and shock alignment. I completely get that. But if it's internal to the home and you're not on a plan where you're backfeeding your municipality with that juice, it shouldn't, and you should be able to use it. And if I'm wrong, well, that's a problem. I wouldn't get it. That's the whole purpose. Power goes out, you want power. That's why you have batteries in the home, and you're not just backfeeding and then hoping for the best. She kicked me.
Not hard enough. Let's see. Tower Dog, first time here, but love the content.
Hey,
keep it coming.
Thank you for being here. Also, anyone that is here, don't kick me. Anyone that's here that has never been here before, just put a little "how do you do" in the chat. How do you do?
What
How's
is that?
it going? Something. Just put like a little thumbs up. Put a little poop emoji. Anything. Doesn't matter.
I love a poop
and
emoji.
And then we
Do
can
it.
say hello to you. So, anyways, and if you have a question, definitely stick it in there.
Yeah,
we'll
put
be
the
here for
cues
about
in.
another 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes. All right, let me go through some of these. Tom, Tesla Power. Oh, Yeah, no, I did that one. Tower Dog. First time here, but love the content. Keep it coming. About
Appreciate
to be a Starlink customer, and you've helped tremendously. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Well,
thank you so
for
much.
being here with us, hanging out with our
Glad to
crazies.
help. Glad to help.
Rich, I have a speed stick. I am jealous, Rick. See,
What does Rick have?
6-speed stick in a Shelby Cobra.
Shelby Cobra.
Ah,
I
always
love-
have driven sticks.
I love the throaty gurgle
Yes.
of a Shelby Cobra.
Yes.
Their exhaust right from the factory sounds so sweet, in my personal opinion. Anyways.
All right. Let's see. Why is it doing this? Man. Okay. Silver cart relays don't allow you to go over 65 miles per hour with electric DC motor. That's why I want an electric car. No one needs to control my car. Mo loves the bzz. Record the
I'm going to
bzz.
record you. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and he said I should have the ringtone. Honey badgers, I say stick. I used to drive nothing but stick. They're fun to drive. Yes, they
Yeah.
are. Tom, question: we had to borrow an automatic shift car for the kids so they can take their test because all their cars, because you have to have a manual. Yeah, that's true. Peter said in Europe mostly have stick shift. Automatic is almost a bad word. It used to be a bad word over here. I don't know what happened.
They're still stick. I mean, it's nice to be able to brake, motor brake instead of having to burn out your brakes all the time. But if you don't drive a stick, you don't know what that's all about. I mean, it's just you have more control over what's going on, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the ass to be able to text on your phone while you're trying to shift.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Thanks.
There goes Joe.
Get one of those badass Teslas. One of those military matte.
Yeah,
green.
and it's gonna go.
That thing is badass. It's literally bulletproof, right? That Tesla truck is bulletproof, and it can actually drag like other trucks. It's like crazy. It is
All right,
crazy.
Chris said, now it's about what they charge for internet account for your car. Yeah, right? That's true. Honey badgers, if you're going, oh yeah, I said that. Sorry. Mo, maybe an old 1965 Chevy. Steven has a 58 Corvette.
Ooh, sweet.
Rick carries a P365.
Oh,
Ian, if they go with a solid state battery in cars, you get almost double capacity and non-flammable electric lights, whatever.
yeah.
Tom, a Ruger P85 Mark
Yeah, the
V.
P65, 365. You got the Ruger
LCP
P85, LCP 2.
380.
The
Yeah.
380, the 38
Kurt?
basically.
Kurt's personal carries a 380 Remington ACP with a hollow point defense rounds. Damn.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna carry, you might as well carry all hollow point because.
Ian says some of the cars have a double clutch. It is automated manual.
Hollow Point Freedom Seeds.
That's really nice. Chris, Redwood Materials does lithium battery recycling.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Dan D, how do you do? Love the poop emoji, Dan.
There it is, Dan. Thank you for that.
Mo, autopilot made automatic a good word. Yeah, that's true.
That's true, actually. Yeah. They don't even do the autopilot very much. I don't even know. I heard some stuff with that whole autopilot. I don't know if it's still working, not working. They have it like you still have to touch it.
Are you talking about the Tesla?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So I was in an Uber picked me up on one of my trips, and it was in a Tesla, and he was telling me all about it, and he said that it'll start beeping and stuff, so you have to like hold with both hands. Yeah.
God.
So.
It's like I don't want my car to tell me what I have to do and not do. It's just stop already.
Kurt, second time here. Woo!
How you doing, Kurt?
Well, he's been telling us about what he carries because he asked you. Arnie, 5-speed Nissan Versa Note. It is my tote car. I love it. Ageless RVing, longtime video blog watcher, first time on live. I enjoy your tech info.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Dan D, replace whole home propane generator for Tesla PW.
Oh, wow. So you got the Powerwall. Did you get the new one? This one that's like 11.5 kilowatts, or do you have the older, the PW2 or whatever they call it? Let me know. And how is it? How is it? We were thinking about doing one of the propane, the outdoor ones, with that whole when it just snaps on when the power goes out and all this other stuff. And I'm like, it's just one of these things. It's like another thing to go bad.
Yeah. It's just, you know what it is too?
I don't know.
When you live like off, let's say, we're not
completely
off grid, but we're
Right.
not in the city.
Right.
And like when we buy stuff, it's like everything is like, like extra.
Yeah.
Like I can't buy a normal size potting plant from the front of the house because you can't even see it. So it has to be extra large.
Yeah, everything
so
is extra.
the money is extra.
Everything is extra. Yeah. No, it's definitely true. So I don't know. We were looking into the whole propane thing, and
but that was years ago, and we never did
Yeah,
anything.
we just never did it. We never did it. So I don't know.
Runboy7426, hello from Crescent City, California. Hey,
How's it
thanks for
going?
being here.
Yes.
Dan said seamless transition when power cuts out from
Perfect.
the power wall.
That's
Jeff
good.
Henderson, made it better late than never, Lake County, California.
Awesome. Thank you for being here.
Peter said, carry on you my feet and my hands. That's all I need. No weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome. Silver Cart, did you know it's possible to find your Uber in Dubai because they all drive Tesla? That's
And they all
funny.
look the same. That's why everyone that has a Tesla has it wrapped. That costs another like $2,500 to $3,000 here to have your Tesla wrapped.
Yeah.
With whatever color you want. So
Honey Badgers, that's right. Fabiola, tell your hubby not to text and drive. See?
yes.
John, question: if you put a status address on my router for my NAS, can I still get more address ISP?
John?
If you put a status address on my router,
A static address.
Well,
okay. Yeah.
okay.
A static address on my router for my NAS. Okay.
Can I still get more address ISP?
So it depends on your. So the thing is with Starlink, you cannot get a static IP address. You'd have to go through like a third party, like PureVPN or something, right? So you'd have to get a static IP address and do port forwarding through them. So because all of these companies, they use CGNet, which is carrier grade network address translation. And what happens is she might have the same IP address as I do, and the person down the street, and this way you don't know what everyone has like the same IP address. So they have a small pool of them, but then there's an extra bit that tells the main server where to send the data. Anyways, I did a whole video. Watch one of my videos on it. But the bottom line is you can't get a static IP with Starlink in a lot of these companies today. So unless you have a land, like a land service, like cable or fiber.
Okay, I'm gonna just go through some of these
You
so
do
we
it.
can finish up.
Finish
you
it up.
guys,
Yes.
because
We got
happy
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Any other questions? Throw them in there, and we'll just kind of go through them really quick.
Chris, the last 6 years lived off grid. Electric company wanted $50K to just put in a meter. We put solar off grid for $26,000 instant savings.
Not bad.
Runboy, did whole house propane generic here. Love it in rural area that gets frequent power outages. Now with Starlink, boom. Kurt,
Wow, that's good.
Kurt said, vintage car, 69 checkered cab with 4-cylinder Perkins diesel, very rare, only 10,000. Made
That diesel will run forever.
only 10,000 was originally made for transporting kids to school and was supposed to be sent to
little
Israel,
bus.
but they're in USA.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Tom, we have propane, fridge, stove, and lights at camp. That's really good.
Nice.
Ian, if you really want insurance for not stealing vehicle, get a 3 on the try.
Okay.
John, I was watching a video on Tesla car that he plugged it in, and then his 12-volt battery went dead, and he couldn't even get the plug out of the car. Oh, that sucks.
That's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem.
Mo said some people converted their Ford Mustangs from 1965 into electric. I was amazed. That is amazing.
That is kind of crazy.
Dan, we are in rural Vermont. Power cuts out at least once a month. Vermont has a lease program on the Powerwall.
Really?
$5,000 for 15-year lease. Same cost as a generator.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Arnie, we were in Acapulco several years ago, and the cabs were light blue VW Beetle. Oh, that's cute.
I remember the Beatles. I heard that they're bringing the Beatles back.
Oh my God, they're always like. Oh, you mean
The Beetle, like the little, the bug.
That I think beetles are cute.
It's cute, yeah.
George, home solar plans are a boondoggle. My
Yeah.
5 kilowatt solar system is 12 years old and has generated less than half its cost.
You know, I'm
crazy.
glad that you said that, because a lot of people don't hear the truth, right? They hear the hype and they don't hear the truth. And I'm glad, you actually have it. And I don't have one, so I can't tell you. But you actually have it, and you're basically telling us what I've heard from a lot of people, that they just don't, the amount of money that goes into them, they don't pay themselves off. Sometimes, like I said, some people have said like 20 years, 15 years, 25 years, 30 years, like craziness. So here, how many years do you have it? 15 years,
yeah.
right? And or how many years was it? No, 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years. So it's a 5 kilowatt system.
Mm-hmm.
And
it generated half its cost.
Yeah. So, yeah. I wish more people would get that, and they wouldn't bother with it, because, it's good to be able to have just for like emergency, but don't expect to like get your money back. You know what I mean? Like that's what they try selling you. They try selling this to you as like you are going to somehow like make your money back.
Peter, he's
and then
not letting me finish.
Make like additional money by selling the power
Peter's
back
tired.
to
He wants to go to sleep.
the FPL or to whoever your municipality is. You're not going to do it. It's just not. It's simply not going to happen.
All right.
She kicked me 3 times in that last
Peter,
phrase, that last paragraph, that
you're
last
tired.
sentence.
I'm tired. I love you guys.
All right, let's
but
get
it's
out of
a
here.
3-day weekend.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Arnie said, Dan said, you're doing a fantastic job. Awesome content, entertaining,
Appreciate
informative.
that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good night. Thanks, Dan. Arnie, thanks to the Christinas. Cheers to the chatter. 73 to all hands.
73.
Ian said, if you have older car, get propane conversion, get off-grid inverter 2,000 to 5,000 attached to battery, and get remote start on it and hook it to a propane.
Yeah.
Craig, I'm sorry you made
I've
it
seen a lot of
late,
those.
but he said YouTube failed to notify him. You have to click subscribe and unsubscribe to see, because
you
we
click
just don't know why it's
unsubscribe,
doing
then you
that.
click subscribe again. This is the bullshit. Okay, you click unsubscribe, then you click subscribe, and then you click all.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden it freaking works
Yeah,
again.
it's just crazy. Mo, a VW electric Beetle. That's an idea. That would be an
That'd be kind
idea.
of cool. Yeah. They weigh nothing.
Peter, yeah, thanks for the great live tonight, you two, and many blessings here for me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Peter, for doing what you do. We appreciate you.
Appreciate
and,
it, Peter. As always.
Steven, do battery walls degrade over time like other batteries?
Absolutely.
Yes, Mo. Joe is going on and on. And Craig
Thanks, guys.
said, I've got a 1946 CJ2A. It has 3
Wow.
stick shifts. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, have an awesome 3-day weekend. Well, for some of us, I'm fortunate enough to actually have a 3-day weekend this weekend.
She does.
Whatever. And thanks for hanging out with us and chatting. And, I still stand by the flux capacitors, so I don't know what to tell you.
I would love to get a flux capacitor and put that behind it.
Oh my God, you're going to turn into the tchotchke guy with like stuff all over the place. Anyways, have a great weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please share. Like and share.
Are we getting close to 100,000 yet? Damn it.
Like and share. Like.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here, watching all the videos, commenting on all of them, giving them the thumbs up, doing all of that stuff.
Don't forget to go to Instagram, because I try to update it more than he can do on the community page.
And I'm an idiot, and I'm going to update sooner in the next one, right? Maybe like 2-3 days before we go live, I'm going to put it out there so that maybe more people show up, and then it'll be easier for everyone to know that we're going to go live. Anyways, have a great weekend.
Thanks
We'll see
for being
you
here.
next
Thanks,
week.
Peter.
Thanks, guys. Take care.